Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the documentary Behind the Mist. Ecuadorian director Sebastian Cordero teams up with the mountaineer Ivan Valero, who is celebrating the 20th anniversary of being the first Ecuadorian to scale Mount Everest without additional oxygen. The documentary is predominantly Cordero filming their conversations and their journey up Mount Everest, with him particularly off the camera, providing that point of view element to the documentary. In between these elements, there's footage that are dispersed throughout the film, whether it's religious symbolism, historical video archive of Mount Everest climbing, and his own documentary making from the past. The documentary is predominantly conversations between these two characters. They cover a range of different things, from the state of Ecuadorian cinema to major philosophical and religious discussions, where they're often bickering and arguing in an almost caricature manner. At moments, it does feel quite pretentious, but at other times, it's really insightful. I have to be honest, I do find documentaries, and there have been many about mountain climbers, quite tedious. I get that it's quite a brave and adventurous feat, but each one seems to portray something potentially new, but it doesn't particularly, because the mechanics of doing it is very similar for everyone. However, there is enough chemistry between the two main characters here, and thought-provoking conversations to make it watchable if it's not outstanding. This was Ecuador's submission for the 97th Academy Awards for Best International Feature Film, and it did not make the shortlist. In fact, Ecuador have never made the shortlist or been nominated or won the awards. And to be honest, I've only seen a handful of the submissions, and I think the only one I particularly love is Alba in 2016. And I think this film does provide me some insight and interesting thoughts and Ecuadorian cinema. However, it has not stayed with me since I watched it. I would therefore give Behind the Mist 2.5 stars.